They know you get money, well, how are you spending it? Is this your passion or is it about Benjamins? Is it about cash or the fact that you didn't quit? Talk to me, let's sip on some wine. Discussion about future, the past, and the grind. What's an excuse when it's last on your mind? I love what you do, may I ask for your time?
Welcome to the Talk to Me podcast. It's a podcast that provides viewers with the latest news on controversial topics, gender war questions, and a multitude of hypotheticals. I'm your host, Don Worm, sitting here with Medi and Mercina. Let's get it.
Let's go.
How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen you in a while, Mercina. Hold up.
Me?
Yeah, Mercina comes to town. We see her once.
Might have been 3 weeks. It might have been 2 weeks. I don't know, you know?
It was probably 3 weeks.
Dang. Nah, I give her two. She was over here.
Give me two. No, I've been chilling. I've been having a lot of family time.
Yeah, dude,
I've been in Baltimore with my brother's family, with my sister-in-law and my nephew, spending time with my nephew because he's getting so big. So I'm here for a couple more days up until like Christmas Eve-ish. So just been enjoying my time with family.
When you head down to Tampa?
The 29th, so next Wednesday, like early, like the first thing in the morning.
Gotcha. Yeah, get out of here before the New Year's. You don't want to stay here.
Get out of here before COVID comes and hits me.
Well, shit. You better.
You know it's
it's in the air. It's in the air.
I know. I'm low-key, like I'm scared, but I'm not, because all my friends who have it have very, very minor symptoms. So it's like everyone might just get it and it might be like a thing again, you know? But that's the thing about COVID, like, does it just keep not multiplying? What's the word I'm looking for? Like different variations of it. Mutating. That's the word I'm looking for. Does it keep mutating? Are we all just going to grab all the mutations in our system? I don't know what's going on, but it sounds a little crazy.
I'll tell you what, with this one, it's not like you could get it. Like, it's not about like waiting 10 days and seeing if you got it. I can't even freaking speak. But it's like, it was like within 2 days. Like 2 days.
You need some milk.
You need it's like within 2 days you start getting the symptoms. So like you'll know right away.
So it's quicker. There's no incubation period.
Yeah, it's quicker and like more people getting it. Like instead of, I would say probably like 80% are getting it. Like if one person got it at a party, you're talking about 80% gonna get it.
I'm scared. I feel like I gotta go just to get tested since everyone's doing it. But you know, some of those tests can come back negative, and if you take them like a couple times, one might come back positive. So I
wouldn't do it unless you know somebody has a positive case and you feel symptoms. But like if you don't got both, I mean, why? I mean,
yeah, that's true.
Booster and this vaccine joint, they're talking. I don't even have any symptoms. I don't have this, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I ain't a doctor. So
I ain't a doctor either.
How was your weekend, Medi?
It was fun, you know, regardless of the aftermath. It was a good time, you know. A couple birthdays this weekend. We saw Jake Paul put someone to sleep.
Put him to sleep.
Let's go. He needs some milk.
All right, keep going.
Yeah, he put him to sleep. I mean, yeah, I saw a lot of people. It was a good time. Maybe drank a little too much, but that's always the case after the fact.
Feel that. I shout out to my guy Jake Paul. Had to cop some merch.
Wow.
Child shirt.
Man, you're like that. You're Jake Paul like that.
I
had to buy some merch.
The band ball did. This is my guy. And he had to.
I gotta make sure you wear it next time. Once he comes in, make sure you wear it for the pod.
I don't know, Dom. I just feel like you're supporting the winner's circle.
Wow, she just took a shot. Hey, but Mercedes, he is a Laker fan too. Like he followed LeBron.
I've been fucking with Jake Paul since he knocked out Nate. Oh my God. But
I mean, wasn't this his fifth? I think I read it was his fifth professional fight.
No, I'm amateur. But yeah, he fought someone years ago that we didn't even know about. A couple of years ago that we didn't even know about. But this is one thing I want to say before we move into the next segment. One thing I like about this whole Jake Paul thing that I've noticed. So I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan, right? And I used to always think And Floyd has pointed this out a little bit too. Like, for instance, when he fought McGregor, majority of Americans were going for McGregor over Floyd. People were saying fuck Floyd because he flashy, yada yada yada. And he threw a little race into it, like he was doing it because y'all don't like to see a black flashy man doing good and winning and talking shit, right? So in my head, being a black man, I really thought like it has a smidge of race in it too. But now you're seeing Jake Paul being somewhat of a, as far as on paper, the same thing as Floyd, as far as, you know, talking shit, making money, flexing and all that shit. And white, black, a lot of people don't fuck with Jake. So that's what I will say. It brought me a little bit of light on like, okay, I guess it wasn't about race. That's all I really wanted to say. We can slide off of that.
I mean, the whole Jake Paul thing. I mean, it's the same thing like Conor McGregor. The same reason why people like Conor and why people hate Conor is his antics. I mean,
yeah, but he has more fans than Jake. Like, people legit hate Jake Paul though.
Yeah, because of his antics. But it's the same thing with Conor. People don't like Conor because of the same reasons.
I'm talking about when Conor was on top at one point when he wasn't losing. Everybody, I don't know, you know more than me, but I thought everybody.
I think people started not liking him when he had that altercation with Khabib.
Yeah.
Us altercation and stuff like that. And then it started getting into like racial comments.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Before, everyone loved him. I mean, once someone starts losing and stuff like that. I mean, look at Ronda Rousey. Everyone loved her until she got knocked out.
That's why I made my comment.
So when Jake Paul gets knocked,
so what if Jake Paul gets knocked out a couple times?
When he gets knocked out, you're gonna see Dom with the merch.
This is what he bars. He said, he was like, well, for one, he said, I'm not gonna lose. It's a lesson, yada yada yada. But he said, basically, he said, win or lose, I won because you know how much money I've gotten. He even read off this fact. He said, I don't know if it's fact or not. He said, I've made more money this year just off of, you know, my sport than any professional, well, more than any basketball, football player this year. He said,
I believe it. And it's because,
so if he loses, he's still up.
Is that true?
And that's why I don't understand why people hate.
That's why
when people do stuff like this though. With like Conor's the same thing. Conor could lose 10 times in a row, but he's still making the millions that people don't have.
Yeah.
So,
and at the end of the day, depending on who you are, it's somewhat about that dollar.
That's what it's all about.
Call me.
Who's going? Is there a rumor that Mike Tyson is next in line in the springtime?
They better not.
If that's in Tampa, taking my ass down there.
That's what we're talking about. If they fight again in Tampa, 100% going down. I'm pissed I didn't go.
Mm-hmm. A couple of my friends went from Tampa that I know. They were there. Mm-hmm. It looked cool.
Let's eat it. All right, so Eddie posted in the chat about Steph and Ayesha Curry. Before we get into it, y'all remember when Ayesha Curry, like 2 years ago, she was on a red table with Jada Pinkett and her mom and all that stuff, and she was like, I don't get attention from guys or from the opposite sex. It would be nice to get that every once in a while. And everybody was like, yo, you date Steph, like, shut up, yada 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 yada. And then we just let it breathe for a while. We forgot about it. So then now there's a rumor now going out saying that allegedly Ayesha Curry and Steph Curry are in an open relationship.
Marriage.
Oh, my fault. Open marriage. So for those who don't know or understand what an open marriage is, open marriage is a marriage or relationship in which both partners agree that each may have sexual relationships with others. What y'all think about that? What y'all think? If it's true, how do you feel about it?
No, I don't believe in open relationships, open marriages. If you're with someone and want to be with someone else or like spend time and be intimate with other people, you're not in a relationship. You're single. I personally could never be. I think I'm like not a jealous person, but I want like what's mine. I don't want anyone else to have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whether it's just a boyfriend girlfriend status or like marriage, no. If you want to talk to other people and date other people and give basically someone else your attention, the kind that you give to me, nah.
I think I think with these celebrities it's kind of a little different because I mean going back to her not receiving the right amount of attention because he's always on the road, he's doing this, and probably she's probably questioning what he's doing and stuff like that. So maybe they did come to an agreement that okay, well when you're on the road you could do whatever the hell you want, and then when you're not here I could do what I want. I don't know if that's what was said, but I think it. Yeah, and I think in like the celebrity culture, I feel like it's happening more times than not, as opposed to like normal people. I don't want to you call us normal, I guess, but whatever. But I think
We're
people
regular
like
people.
yeah. I guess you could say that like people like us, we're not gonna want that. We're not. That's not. I mean, you're with them every day. Where are you going? Unless you're traveling 300 days a year. I mean, that's almost guaranteed you're gonna cheat on your wife or guy,
at least
or a husband.
At some point, not the whole time, I say, but at some point, it's bound to happen.
Yeah, I mean, we could be, I guess, what is it? What's the word? Ignorant to say something like that, but it's in front of us. We see it all the time. Actually, I see it. So
it's true though what you said between like celebrities and just regular people trying to like get through life. They have like success and fame and wealth, like they're making millions. And I don't know, I feel like it doesn't bother them as much as it would bother us. They're like, oh, okay, whatever. Like people travel, they go on tour, whether you're an artist, an athlete. Not saying that regular people don't travel, but not to the extent that celebrities do, but if you're just in general of an open relationship, an open marriage, I don't fuck with it.
Yeah, and right. I mean, we're not gonna fuck with it. I mean, I don't know. I think Dom might think otherwise, but and going back to the celebrities, it's like they get all this attention from other people. More times than not, they look good because they're celebrities. I mean,
and guess what happens? That rumor that just came out. I don't know if it's rumor. I don't know if it's true.
It's a rumor right now. It's a rumor right now.
But it's another publicity stunt. Guess what? They're getting money off of it. So look, they're making money off of
absolutely
people.
And they don't care.
Us talking about them being in an open relationship or marriage.
Do you think they care that it was?
No.
How you think they're making money off of it? Why you say that? Ain't nobody about to buy Steph bullshit ass shoes.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm just saying.
No. It has nothing to do with him getting the attention that he needs to and get his endorsements up and rolling. If anything, it makes it worse.
He got Steph in our mouth calls already. You know what I'm saying? Because this
is
balling. And
it's funny at the time it just came out after he just got the record for most threes in NBA history. I mean, I don't know if this anonymous tip is true.
She might got a book coming out. Could be that then. That's the only thing I can think of.
So is it a cookbook? She might slide in a couple like little things here and there.
Probably sliding in all types of shit.
Yeah, sure. That's what it seems like.
All right, so I want to address one thing as far as ladies that may have felt like Ayesha Curry. I'm not gonna say women you should feel this way, but I think I have an answer of why some guys, if you're in a relationship, are not giving you the attention that you want. I don't know if a lot of girls are like that, but I can see it happening. I'm in a basic term in Ayesha's part. For Ayesha, is like you're dating Steph Curry. There's no guy in their right mind would look at you like they can pull you when you're dating like one of the best athletes of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I look at a girl, even try to go smack at a girl that I know I have no chance of getting? That's why we look at you like you would do. It's just like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's the same with like my boys' girls. I don't even look at them at all. I don't even look at them as girls almost. You know what I'm saying? I just know if I wanted to, I would never have a shot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even look at them sexually at all. So I think that's the same with, say, if you date a good-looking guy and you're so lovey-dovey about him, most guys aren't really going to look at you, and y'all been dating for 4 or 5 years. It's just like, all right, I know I can't get her, so it's just like whatever. So I think that could be possibly be the reason why guys ain't looking at Ayesha Curry. Just to go on to the question.
So are you saying it's like a respect thing?
Yeah,
Because she.
it's a respect thing for sure. 100% respect thing. I think just respect for the man. It's not even about the girl. For real.
Well, that's the thing. People know Steph Curry is married and has children, but still girls are like crazy over him. Fans over him think he's cute, think he's fine.
Give a fuck.
But Dom, you think guys are not doing anything because she's with Steph?
I'm thinking majority of the. I'm thinking I would say that.
I don't think so.
So why you think dudes ain't looking at her then like that? Why she ain't getting that attention?
I think she's just talking out of her ass.
I know dudes are probably giving her attention, but she's probably want the same amount of attention as Steph. That's just
That's a different story. That's a different story. If she's expecting the same type of attention, I wouldn't expect that. I mean, Steph Curry's here. She's here not in terms of looks or whatever, but Steph Curry as a celebrity, an athlete, he's way more like Ayesha's Ayesha. Yeah. Ayesha Curry is Ayesha Curry because of Steph Curry. Yeah. Not to put anything against her. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, if I see her on the street, I'm not gonna know. I probably might notice, but that's because of the commotion around her.
Look at her like that for real. She all right.
Yeah, she all right. Like Mercina.
I'm just watching you guys talk.
Hey, Mercedes. So Steph Curry out of 10. What's Steph Curry out of 10?
Without no money.
Without no money, no name, both of them. You see them on the street.
Great, fuck that.
I mean, he's cute. He has like light eyes. He's tall. I give him like a solid 7 or 8. 7.
Steph don't look better than me. Fuck all that. But
I think I give him a 7. In my opinion, you asked for my opinion, so I'm gonna give it to you. I'll give him a 7.
Look at me hating. All right. But yeah, so about the open relationship shit. It's tough for us to answer. It's a cool hypothetical. Like obviously, ideally, no, I wouldn't want that to happen. But if I'm a millionaire and let's just say she's complaining and hating to hear all this stuff about me on the road messing with other girls. Obviously, this was result into a compromise. She didn't want to, divorce. They don't want to go through all that, so they love each other. So they might have been like, all right, let's just try this. Just don't let me find out. I don't want to find out.
Dom, question. So if you were a millionaire, being a millionaire with money, you would change your loyalty?
Well, let's be honest. If
you can stop right there. I know your answer.
If I'm Steph, I'm a cheat. At least a little bit. I'm gonna get my shit off. I ain't gonna lie. But like I said, ideally in the beginning, no, I wouldn't want to do it, but I'd be open to it if everything sounded right. I'm not gonna say I never would do it, but in my regular life now,
if she agreed, like if it's a mutual agreement, you'd be cool with it.
If what?
If it was a mutual agreement between you and your wife. If you were in that position of, when you got millionaire and she's doing her thing, you're doing your thing. If it was a mutual agreement, you'd be okay with it.
Technically, if it's a mutual agreement, I already agree with it. Let me stop. If I'm traveling a lot, and like I said, I'm a millionaire, and she's like, yo, it's either that or we done, and I really have feelings, I'm truly in love with her. And it's very situational, but I wouldn't say 100% no to it. I'd be open to it. You wouldn't be open to it at all?
Me?
Yeah, if your man was a multi-millionaire, 200 M's in the bank. He do got 200 million in the bank probably. I don't know about in the bank, but you know what I'm saying, his net worth. Would you be somewhat open to it, or you think it'd be 100% hell no? Because that's life-changing money.
So look though, but if I'm gonna be materialistic and test my loyalty, and because the life I want isn't that life. Like obviously the goal is to have money and settle down and stuff, but I don't want to be 40 and I mean obviously be dripped in designer and then have all these guys. Like I actually want like grow like a family with one person. Like I'm traditional in that sense.
Yeah, I got you.
So even if I am a millionaire, I'm gonna make sure me and my husband are at the same, kind of like building our empire together and growing our family from that. Not like, okay, you do your thing, I'll do my thing, but we're still gonna be together. Like
But
it just gets messy. I think it just gets messy because someone's
look,
feelings are gonna.
because it's not like she probably out here, but who knows? We just speculating. It's not like she out here fucking a dude every weekend. You know what I'm saying? She might got a little slide. The story said a side jump, basically.
But what do you do with side Jones? You just take him out to dinner and that's it?
Nah, you just fuck them when you need sexual pleasure. It depends. It's levels to side joints too. So it's
That's a whole nother story. Yep.
Got anything, buddy? We're gonna slide.
We're gonna slide.
All right. So one of my friends wanted us to talk about this on the pod, right? So my friend, let's go with a name. Let's go with Chad. Well, for instance, I'll just put y'all in this situation. So think of five of your top friends, right? Think of 5 of your top friends. So think of your 5th friend. Rank them, think of that 5th person, keep it in your head. So if your 5th friend, y'all are pretty cool. Obviously, y'all in the group chat, y'all talk. Y'all rarely hang out one-on-one, but whenever your 5th friend needs something, you got him or her. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really cool. You met his or her girlfriend or boyfriend. Y'all been on double dates. You're slight friends, right? They break up after a long-term relationship. Okay. They broke up, let's just say 2 months ago. Right? But you never know. You never know. You never found out. Your 5th friend never told you, never said, hey, such and such is done. Like, we're done.
Well, yeah, if it's your 5th friend, you probably don't communicate every day. And they
y'all are in a main group chat though. Y'all in a group chat that pops off every other day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But one-on-one is not like all the time. So a couple months go by, and you speculating because you don't see them on each other's page or anything. And one of your closest friends say, "Hey, does such and such date anymore? It doesn't seem like it." And you say, "I don't know." And then your closest friend is like, what the fuck? Like, you hiding from me? So now you kind of looking stupid. Your closest friend thinking that you lying to them, yada, yada, yada. Okay? So with all that being said, hopefully y'all were following. Should you feel entitled that your 5th friend should have told you, or are you just going to let it slide? Are you upset that your 5th friend never told you that they broke up?
No, because I don't think it should be an announcement like, I gotta tell the group something,
but
we're not together.
Everybody except for you, though. You know that for a fact. Everybody know except for you. Would you be upset or?
Oh, you missed that part of the story. Dumb.
I just added it.
I think
everybody knows.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Christina.
Everybody knows.
Everyone knows, but not me. I'm like, damn, like, is there a reason why you didn't want to tell me? Like, if you were out here telling people, separately, and they're like, we all got the same friends, but I'm the only one out the loop. Mm-hmm. It's like, did you just forget? Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm in Florida. Maybe that's why they forgetting about me. But it's like, I don't know. I would feel some type of way, especially if everybody knew, and I didn't. It's like, I consider you one of my good friends, so like, I'm like interested in like your life and what happens, and want to be there to support you. But like hearing it from like, I just hate hearing shit from other people, period. Whether it's someone broke up with somebody or something, I just hate hearing shit about other people when I'd rather like hear it from them. So I feel some type of way, but I wouldn't hold it against them.
To what extent would you like take this? Would you be like, all right, I'm not telling this person nothing. You're at my wedding. Like, I'm not telling you shit about my relationships. Like, what's going to be your retaliation?
There is no retaliation. I don't feel a need to like seek revenge or retaliation.
Not gonna say nothing to him.
Mm-mm. It'll only come up in like a group setting, or like if we see each other again in person, I'll kind of like hip her up to like my life. So I'll be like, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, it happened. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not actively seeking to retaliate, you know. But I do have once Betty answers, there's a different instance of this which did make me feel some type of way. Maybe I'll just talk about it now since it's like almost exactly the same. So like my top 3 friends, like someone in my top 3 friends, when we talk about life, like, you know, engagement and marriage and moving, like when I moved to Florida, I didn't just dip and announce, yo, I'm in Florida. I let my girls know, look, I'm, you know, even a year before, I was like, look, I'm thinking about moving. This is what I really want to do. Hopefully you guys will support me. And all of them did. They came to my going away party. Like they bought me like, you know, apartment stuff, you know, they got involved. But I had one friend before I moved to Florida, this was like a few years ago, that posted moving in a new state next week, can't wait. Posting it on social media before telling friends. That's something that's like, it's that important to tell like your followers that you're moving, like a pretty big move where we won't see you anymore, rather than like telling like your close friends, you know? So that made me feel some type of way, because obviously I would support it 100% if any of my friends wanted to move far away or to another state. But it's just the fact that hearing it first from social media while you're just randomly scrolling and you're just like, you know? So
Did you say something to your friend? Did you say like, yo?
yeah, yes, yeah. So we got together, you know, before she left, and I was like, you know, that made me feel some type of way. Like, how are you gonna tell? You know, I don't think she thought of it like that. The way I was thinking probably wasn't her intention. But I just, you know, expressed like that's not cool. You know, I tell people what like my moves, especially if you're my close friend, like my space top 5. You know, because you want to talk about like your moves and like what you better change about your life and stuff like that. But yeah, when that happened, literally randomly scrolled through social media and it was like a huge, like big change. And I was like, damn, girl, you ain't gonna tell nobody but social media.
Yeah, but did she tell nobody though? I mean, I'm sure she told some people.
Did she tell anybody? Or
well, exactly. I don't know. I can't remember if she told someone who was maybe closer to her than I was, but you know, it just makes me feel some type of way because you consider her. You consider some people they're really close friends. Like Medi, for example, it's like Medi telling, I don't know, I'm just gonna stick within the group, like Medi telling Taiki or Zach that he's leaving, but Dom, he's not telling you, but you're gonna find out he's already gone.
Yeah.
Through social
media.
And
you're gonna feel some type of way. But then again, going back to the 5th favorite friend, I mean the 5th favorite friend, that's still, it's a little far, but it's not that far. Like where, look, obviously most people are not gonna go out of their way telling them like, oh, we broke up. But chances are you're gonna speak to them at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe not like I don't know how. Maybe a month.
Yeah,
like,
and that's okay because.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because what I learned is, can you guys hear me? Okay, something froze. Sorry. That like, you know, everyone's life moves on. We're in that age where we're going to be moving, we're going to be getting engaged, so we don't have to hip everybody up about our life every day or even every week. You know, it's just kind of like we're at that age where we have the type of friends that when you have lost time, whether it's like a month or a year, you just, once you get together, you kind of like pick back up where you left off and start just catching up rapidly, you know? So I never have hard feelings about like, oh, this person hasn't reached out to see how I'm doing. Like people have their own lives and that's understandable. As long as like, once you guys get together, you guys make up that lost time and just like talk and communicate and like catch up. So to answer the question, no. For the 5th friend about the situation.
I'm trying to think of my situation. If I broke up with a girl that I was with for 7 years, am I gonna call Tom? Am I gonna call you? I'm not gonna call you if like.
That's exactly how I looked at it. Because you were.
I'm not gonna
like 5 or 7. Right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna call you.
If you never told me, I would not be pissed.
Right. and like, okay, we're in a group chat. I'll probably send it in the group chat. Yo, guys, like, I just broke up with my girl or whatever.
I wouldn't even want to put that in the group chat.
Honestly, I don't know how it would come up. I don't.
After, let's say 8, you know what I'm saying, a lot of years, like, bro, I don't even want to be reminded of that shit. I'd be sick. I don't know.
I'm trying. I wouldn't get mad that, okay, so I do get mad if I'm here. Okay, I'm not going to bring it up here.
The part is everybody knew in the group chat, basically, except for you. That's the part. It's like, damn.
That's the part. It's like, okay, I feel some type of way because, I mean, they do stuff together. They do that. But then everyone in the group knows but you. It's like, damn, you don't feel like.
You don't want to be a groomsman. I feel you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yes. And that's another thing. Yeah, if you're not part of in 7 years, that's a long time, you know? That's like you might be planning the wedding soon where like, oh, I might be part of the wedding.
Yeah. But also you can't just like think about yourself in that situation when your friend is going through the breakup. Some people are the type to call everybody up to need advice and want to talk to somebody. Other people don't want to talk to nobody, you know? So maybe the other person asks, like, again, you don't know the situation, but you always got to think about the other person and be empathetic to that.
Yeah, because I'm probably right now. I would dissect how the person is, but I wouldn't take it super bad. I wouldn't be like, fuck you, but I would be like a little like cross face, like, but I would understand it after a while. Because like I got a good friend of mine, really good friend of mine. He this is life changing somewhat. Me and Medi's friend. He just got a house and he just told us in the group chat. Never said anything about like, yo, I'm looking, but me and Medi know that's just how he is. He a motherfucker.
Right.
He could buy like one of the dopest cars. He'll fucking snap us. Like, yeah, look what I'm riding, and he bought it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
He just do random shit like that.
Yeah.
So it really just depends on who the person is, for real.
Right.
And that's how well you gotta know your friends. Obviously, you don't know your friends if you surprised. That's how I look at it too.
That's a good saying, yeah.
But I don't know. I try not to. Like you said, Marcina, we all got our own lives. I got way more important shit to think about than another motherfuckers.
And their breakup situation.
I mean, yeah, and like 7 years is like, damn, I gotta do my due diligence and tell everyone that, you know, I just broke up with my girl, because honestly, you never know. You break up and a month later you're back together.
Yeah, that's another thing.
So like maybe you didn't want to really tell people who are a little bit on the outside that you broke up and then you got back together.
Exactly.
Like sometimes our egos get in the way. So egos and pride, man, they control a lot of these decisions that are made. It's like, man, I don't want to, like, nah, they're gonna think some type of way.
And that's a topic for another day, talking about ego and pride.
Yeah. No bullshit. All right, so speaking of ego, Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Okay.
He needs some
Quarantine.
Guys.
Quarantine radio. Live.
Oh, yeah.
Someone provide a quick synopsis about what happened. Quick reminder, quick refresher.
All right, quick reminder, quick refresher. About a year ago, probably around the same time, Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, his bodyguard, and Megan Thee Stallion's a good friend was at a pool party, which was Kylie Jenner's house. They said at the time we didn't really know too much. All we heard was Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez was really, really drunk, which led them having to leave from the Jenner's establishment. They get in the car. They're still yelling, they say. That's what we thought at the time. Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez are arguing, and she gets out the car. And I don't know where the hell she's going. She might be running away from the car. And they say Tory Lanez opened fire and shot her in the foot. That's what we said. The world was ready to cancel Tory Lanez, or did cancel Tory Lanez for quite some time. So that's basically all we got to do, right? So everyone stopped following him. I didn't stop following him. I listened to his music a little bit, but I did say I would cancel him if he shot a girl. Who in their right mind would hit a girl and shoot a girl? Point blank. So the court, I don't know when the court case is or court date is, but it's coming up pretty soon. And as we get closer, we're hearing all types of allegedly he did this, allegedly he did that. They said allegedly he shot at her and said dance bitch. That's not funny, so don't laugh, but it's a little funny. But I don't know. It can't go off of allegedly this. We'll see when the court case happens. But what signs a little bit truthful to me, they say that either Tory Lanez was actually messing with Megan Thee Stallion's friend, which was in the car, like dating or talking, you know, somewhat serious. And they said Tory Lanez and Kylie Jenner were in the pool together. They was flirting, and Megan Thee Stallion got pissed, and I guess that's how the argument started. So her friend was like, "Hold on, why you getting mad? That's my man's." You know what I'm saying? So they're saying now is that Megan Thee Stallion and her best friend at the time was arguing in the car, and that led to, you know, almost somewhat getting physical, and Megan Thee Stallion ended up getting out. And they're saying that the girl or Megan Thee Stallion's ex best friend shot the gun. The reason why they say it is because the when you shoot a gun with not the gun particles, but the gun.
Not the debris, the
powder. Boom. There you go.
Powder, yeah, powder. Gunpowder.
The gunpowder was actually on Megan Thee Stallion's friend and not on Tory Lanez. And supposedly a bystander seen when they fired the gun, it was at night. The light or the spark came from a little bit closer to Megan Thee Stallion's friend. So that changes the whole ball game. You know what I'm saying? So as of now, if Tory didn't shoot her, still gonna cancel him, or how y'all feel about the whole situation? Hopefully I explained that.
I'm not gonna cancel Tory because I feel like people do this dumb shit all the time, especially, you know, I see it all the time with football players. They get in trouble with all this dumb stuff, but that's because they're in that, you know, right of mind. But like, I think when all this gets settled and it's over and he ends up not being the guy who actually shot off the gun, I think it's going to be the opposite. I think people are going to start canceling Megan Thee Stallion by Tory Lanez because he pretty much made up this whole story that he shot my foot off.
Ain't nobody canceling Megan Thee Stallion.
Why was people canceling Tory Lanez?
Because he's allegedly the one who shot her. Or like harmed a woman.
Okay, but let's say the story but is that because Megan Thee Stallion made up that story? What if you never heard that? Then what? She made up the story. I don't get.
There was 3 people in the car. You got Megan, her friend, Tory Lanez, and maybe a driver. Bodyguard. How does nobody know the true story when there's like 5 of them there who witnessed everything?
Snitch. And it probably happened so quick. They said all of them were belligerent drunk, except for the driver.
Oh, okay. I'm like, this story switched so many times. I don't give a shit who did it, as long as she's okay.
I like what Medi said. So let's focus on the fact that, all right, so let's just say the girl, her best friend ended up shooting her, right? So you think so Medi thinks Megan Thee Stallion may possibly end up getting canceled for lying and putting the smut on Tory Lanez. Do you think that'll happen? Christina, you say no?
No.
I personally, well, for one, I also want to think, like, when I seen Tory Lanez hanging out with Drake and all these other rappers that actually care about their rep, that's when I know they know something that we don't. Because Drake is the last motherfucker to hang out with somebody that can possibly get him canceled. So they must got evidence that Tory ain't do it. But to answer my question I just asked and that Medi brung up, I don't think I think people gonna let it slide for Megan. They ain't gonna cancel her. One, she's a beautiful woman. It's sad that that's the first thing I say. But she low key should get
beautiful inside and out. Beautiful inside and out.
She should get some smoke for this though, because like
she should.
His whole career, yo.
I mean,
Chris Brown, like he was saying, this is the worst shit anyone can do.
I mean,
Killing a
it
woman.
goes back to anything. When you accuse someone of something, knowing in the back of your head
Yeah.
that it was not actually him, but like he was just like, oh, let me just go with it.
Yeah.
Come on, she knew it was not him.
Nah, that's
Wait, no, you said they were all belligerent. So when you're drunk, you can't think straight. You don't know what happened.
Come on, see that? Come on.
What?
You're giving her the benefit of the doubt.
He was probably
Yeah,
like,
I
it
am.
wasn't my girl. It was
I
Tory.
blame all of them. Fuck it. All of them.
Also, can we just talk about this real quick? When Dom mentioned like if he really did shoot her or hit her, like I'd cancel him. I wouldn't listen to him. When you think about back in what was it, like 2011 or maybe earlier, when Chris Brown was with Rihanna and he punched her and there was evidence she was like bruised up. There was no cancel culture back in the day.
That's the crazy part too. Like this cancel.
There was no.
Chris.
Nah, they canceled him, but it wasn't as bad as if it was right now.
No, Chris.
Everybody listens to him now. You can't tell me I don't listen to Chris Brown because he hit Rihanna 10 years ago. Like, no, it was like, damn, he did that. I don't fuck with him.
Chris Brown at all. When I used to put her on Chris Brown, she's like, turn that shit the fuck off. There's still women out there that don't fuck with Chris Brown, whether you believe it or not.
Really?
She's an anomaly. You know what I'm saying? There's people, it's not a lot, but there are girls out there that ain't fucking with Chris Brown still to this day. Even though Rihanna has, what's the term? Not apologize, but she has forgave him for it.
Right. But it's just crazy how cancel culture has evolved. I mean, the one that I can think of at the top of my head that I would probably never listen to again, but had really good music was R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Like, I would, every time he comes on, like, I just can't. I really can't vibe. Now, Travis Scott, I know I felt some type of way, and like I still do because I still think he holds some responsibility to what happened at his festival. But I'm not like, if his song like comes on the playlist or someone is in the car or something, I'm not gonna be like, turn that shit off. Like if it plays, it plays, but I won't go out my way to like go to his song. You know, I'm just like neutral about it. But that's what's the crazy part, like the whole cancel culture thing. Like people are so quick to cancel people nowadays. It's kind of annoying, unless like as little as like an accident of like Tory Lanez, who may or may have not shot her in the foot. Now something like R. Kelly doing what he did with that whole documentary that came out, that shit was just like disgusting, like repulsive. But this, come on, like I don't know. See, that's crazy because what if it was her friend's fault? Like Medi said, her friend wouldn't get canceled because nobody knows who she is. It would maybe be Megan taking the fault. But like I said, I don't think she'd be canceled.
I think it'll initiate some conversation, but all she got to use them, what the Megan needs, do that little dance, and we like,
everybody's gonna be like,
Facts.
Megan, we got you,
Facts. but like Maddie said, I think she should get some smoke for lying.
I mean, look, prime example. I don't know if you guys were following. I know there's just recently, maybe it was like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a guy who was accused of rape or sexual assault got released from prison after 19 years, maybe. Damn. Or maybe 19 years. And pretty much, I forgot how it happened, where they exonerated him, blah, blah, blah. But pretty much the lady that pretty much said it was him, she wasn't sure it was him, but like he was like the suspect. But like she wasn't sure it was him, but they still convicted him in doing that. And like she became like a famous author. She's the author for Lovely Bones. You know that movie and book, Lovely Bones?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she's the author for that, and she wrote the story about her rape, which got her I don't think it got her famous, but I think it like put her like higher up maybe. But yeah, I mean like stuff like that. Like I think somebody who accuses someone of doing something that they know they didn't do is just as bad.
I agree with it.
I mean, 19 years of wasted life. Like you just like wasted his life because you thought just because he's the only suspect that he was the one who did it.
And when stuff like that happened, like most people would be like, yo, I would sue her back. You know what I'm saying? But like, for real, are you really about to put up the money again and go through all this court shit just to get her back? You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Yeah.
really have an energy and time of day for that. I feel like most people would just be like, all right, bro, I'm out of this shit. I ain't fucking with it. And I'm gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does suck that you can't get the woman or guy back for lying on you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's tough, especially after all that time. I mean, I don't know. Once a name gets damaged and your life gets damaged, it's kind of tough to bring it back.
Yeah, no, speaking on that, have you guys heard about this 26-year-old who was a truck driver in Colorado and got 4 people killed because his brakes weren't working? And he got sentenced to so that happened in 2019. And he just got sentenced to like 110 years in prison for like something that was an accident because his brakes weren't working. So it wasn't intentional to kill those 4 people. And I can't remember if it was like 4 people in one car or 4 people separately that caused like a whole like collateral thing. But like in his testimony, he was like, I'm not a murderer. I didn't mean to kill anyone. And it's crazy to me reading that because while yes, lives have been lost in that accident, it's because of like the brakes weren't working. Obviously, the responsibility has to be on him because he's a truck driver, got to check your brakes and like fluids in the car, make sure it's all good. But damn, 110 years, when you think about it, people who like kill people, like that recent, what is that guy's name? That white guy who got off for killing 2 people during one of the like protests. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Rainhouse or whatever his name is.
Yes, he got let off because it was in his like in his defense, it was him being defensive, killing 2 people with a rifle or whatever big ass gun he had.
That's a good.
Yeah, that's not a good one because I don't want to. You don't want me to.
They was actually attacking him first, and he used.
Yeah, you don't want me to get into this Rainhouse trial.
Rittenhouse, yeah.
That was whack.
No,
Bringing a gun. He should never done that, but
Yeah.
he attacking him first. He used the gun.
but what I'm saying is like
You know,
this 26-year-old in Colorado who killed people truck driving because of his brakes, 110 years compared to these mass murderer shooters who probably get less. You know what I mean?
the cop with the in Minnesota. Fuck, I should use it.
For George.
Derek?
George Floyd.
Yeah, George Floyd one. Derek Philbin.
Derek
Chauvin.
Chauvin.
Yeah, Chauvin.
His name doesn't matter. Because fuck him.
He's admitting to or whatever he's pleading guilty. And he ain't about to get no 110. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel you. But I guess they're multiplying that shit by not that shit, but multiplying the 4 victims, multiplying their sentence, multiplying the sentences. That's the only thing I can think of because 110 is.
You mean I think they're multiplying the counts. Yeah, that's what you mean. Where it's like I think he was found guilty of like 27 counts, which is a lot. But it's just like, damn. And people are starting to talk about race because this 26-year-old man, I don't know if he's 26 right now, but he's Hispanic. Mm-hmm. And so the judge who made that sentencing or whatever, they like stepped down or like someone said there's going to be like a new thing happening. So it's like in the works now because it happened in 2019 and the sentencing just happened. So it's just been crazy to hear, like 110 years. You might as well just kill me.
Wait, is this the truck driver you're talking about, or that's something else?
Yeah, the truck driver.
That story is crazy. That story is crazy.
I know more than that.
There is more. There's more information to that. It has to do with like the trucking company.
I know he was sober too, though.
He was sober, the thing is like there was something wrong with the truck. This company has a history of having these mechanical problems on these trucks, but like the people are just like just letting it go over their head type shit.
It gotta be something. That's insane.
Well, some of the liability is on the truck driver because he's the one operating the vehicle. It can't all be on him because if he's a truck driver for a company, that company is about to get sued. Basically, sue the company, somewhat him, but not to the extreme of 110 years in prison. I don't think that's fair.
You might as well get the death penalty. Fuck.
I mean, it's crazy. All these kind of sentences and stuff like that are crazy.
Yeah. So that's one of the stories that I'm like watching right now, but it's just, ridiculous when it comes to that.
All right. So we're going to wrap it up on this question. Just random question. Just would you rather? I'm
excited. Make it good.
I don't know if it's good, but would you rather be in an open relationship, be in a swinging relationship, or single for life? You never can get in a relationship. Which one would you choose?
All right, repeat that again. Repeat that.
Open relationship, being a swinging couple, or single for life. Which one would you choose? Single for life, yes, you can mess with other people, but you cannot be in any boyfriend and girlfriend relationship.
I'm taking
Wait,
the open
what?
relationship.
Single for life, and you got to be single for life. You can mess with people, but you cannot get that. Like once y'all start catching feelings, boom.
You guys, I don't
taking
know.
I'm taking the open relationship.
The swinging.
What's
From what I've
Thanks.
from what I've seen in movies, people who are like go to these parties where they go together and like basically a swingers party. I don't know. The shit that I see on TV, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But they're doing it together and it's supposed to strengthen the couple's love for each other. This is what I'm thinking.
Hey, if it strengthens my love for her, hey.
The swinging shit, like, do I gotta watch my queen get beat? Like, I don't know.
I don't think I could do it. Actually, I don't. Like, nah. You just said it, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Many thought about something or something.
I feel like it depends on, like, it goes back to what we were saying earlier. I think it depends at what kind of lifestyle you're living and what kind of culture you're around. It completely changes the argument completely.
Usually when I think of like swingers, I think of like really successful people who have kind of like a gap in their marriage or have been through some shit and like to try something new together. They do that like swinging party and they come back. Like, I would get pissed if I were to do it with my husband like one time and he'd be like, can we keep doing it every week? I'd be like, the fuck? What do you think this is?
Yeah, that reminds me of now I remember what's swinging it. Off of You. Remember Joe and his wife?
I did. Yeah.
That was crazy. And they had to kill them motherfuckers.
Yeah. But when you guys do mention having to physically see your partner be intimate with someone else and maybe they enjoy it, like it was like gut wrenching, you know?
Yeah.
But would you guys?
It's that depends on the person you are, though, how you are and how you would react, how you feel after. It's like, if you don't care, then you don't care.
You guys, okay, well, I'm gonna jump off.
I'm not saying me. I'm not. That's not me anymore.
For this, I got a question. So, would you guys rather see, knowing that you love what, Dom?
No, if people might wanted to hear my answer. I'm going open relationship.
Oh, go ahead. Would you say go ahead, Dom? Sorry.
But go. No, that's it.
Am I paused? Okay, gosh.
What you about to say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, you'd rather see your partner do the dirty or like be intimate with someone right in front of you or behind your back. I know when you like out of mind, out of sight, out of mind, but you're probably thinking like crazy shit. So do you want to see in person where they feel comfortable enough to do it in front of you with you because they love you, or do it behind your back with someone else?
And I 100% know she's messing with someone behind my back.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying like in another room and we're in the same house and she?
No. Like the open relationship concept where it's like you don't know who this person is. Maybe she's emotionally connected to him.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see it.
Okay, so you take that. So go, but yeah, your answer was open relationship. Y'all both open relationship.
Yeah. Well, since you
it was, but then Dom was like, yeah. Then he said it. I was like, nah. I was like, yeah, you gonna see your girl get beat.
Yeah. Wow. Y'all got me sweating over here. Shit. But what you picking?
I got that. Huh?
What you picking since you asked?
Would you rather see it in person or? I don't know. Well, since I picked swinging, I mean, I gotta say, like, I'd rather see that shit in person.
Watch Timothy get it on and shit.
Okay, but listen, hold up. Now we're going back. When guys like to see, like, let's say you guys got a girl and she makes out with another girl in front of you, you're like, damn, that's hot. Take your clothes off, do it. But if your woman was to do it with another man, that wouldn't turn you guys on.
my queen.
So is that a no?
No,
No, yeah, that's not me.
not turning me on. And I don't even know if a girl making out with my girl might be hot. I don't know. I can't say.
Really?
Yeah, like that's another thing. Like that, it's like I think if you're into all that kind of stuff, you gotta have that mentality, man. You gotta have that mentality. Like, I mean, people don't
It
care.
ain't for the week.
It ain't for the week, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
good to think about.
I think it's a wrap. We about to watch these Eagles versus Redskins.
Yeah, I've been peeking over. That's why you see me peeking over every 2 seconds.
I got Redskins.
Who are they against today?
Eagles.
Eagles.
Gotcha.
All right. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. You know, like all our posts on Instagram. You know, follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, whatever you want to call it, TikTok. Anything you can think of, make sure you follow. So thank you for watching. Talk to me.
Talk to me.
Let's go.
Howdy.